Hey, I'm Cosima,
Hey, I'm Allison.
and I just need to start off by, oh my god, the end of that.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my god, that sneak peek. Can we just discuss that last week I said that I'm pretty sure the person you would meet in rehab would be Vic.
Vic the Dick.
Vic the Dick. Who they've already met. You pepper sprayed him.
I did. That
So-
was it. That was a good moment.
It was a good moment. Speaking of, where were you this episode?
Yeah. Where was that?
Come on, guys.
Sarah,
Allison.
I know
read.
you have your own issues, but Donnie is threatening to take my kids. Okay? You are not the only one with problems.
No.
And I deserve my screen time. I'm an actress, people.
Well, I'm just happy that we're finding out that, there might actually be a cure for me. And we're testing that. Although I'm still not sure I trust Leaky. And in fact, I have never trusted Leaky.
Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you
About
tell me?
what?
I didn't know you were sick.
Well, obviously no one did. Kind of the point. Anyways.
We're clones.
Yes, we're clones, but Sarah didn't tell you about Kira, now did she?
I met Kira. Kira is the only one that remembered me. She drew me a picture. It was
She
beautiful.
didn't tell you at first.
At least I got to meet her.
She knows who I am. She drew me a picture. Kira drew me a picture. Well, drew a picture of me. Kind of the same thing. Cute outfit. Love it. How do you know who I am? We've never met. A little
Talk about
concerned.
you.
I don't think Sarah's ever mentioned me to her. I'm confused, but it doesn't matter. It's cool, because when I'm going to meet my little niece, I think that's kind of how it works. Kind of sisters.
Monkey bum face.
Monkey bum face. Yeah, that's exactly what we will call her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes it.
Uh-huh, totally. By the way, this is apple juice because
Baby steps, people.
rehab.
I might be in rehab. I'm taking it slow. Drinking apple juice. And it's in a wine glass. God
I'm
gave me
fancy.
strength. Because, I can't even stress clean. They don't have a vacuum.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. But at least Felix cleaned his place. All right?
And then
but notice
he brought that Colin in.
Notice they didn't go for the bed. They went for the couch.
Why would you change the sheets if you're just going to... That couch is so dirty. Felix,
I know. Helena was sleeping on it earlier. Listen.
there's blood on that couch. And other things.
I'm having a lot of twin feelings today. I'm having a lot of feelings about Sarah and Helena. And I'm still not cool with Helena trying to kill the clones. But I also don't want anyone to kill any of us. So I'm pretty glad she's not with the Proletheans anymore. Because what they did to their own daughter was so messed up.
Some people should just not be parents.
Some people should
Donnie
not be
included.
parents. Yeah, Donnie, any of the Proletheans should not be parents. Sarah could be a parent. Mrs. S can be a parent. You're good parents. Mrs. S, potentially sketchy. Why do you know who Paul is? Why do you know where he is? I'm really hoping there's like a setup with a scene where like Sarah says, this is Paul.
She did tell Mrs. S is a lovely woman.
Mrs. S is a lovely woman. I'm just concerned.
She gave me shelter,
I know she did, but
I think she's on our side.
I hope she's on our side because I think we have enough people that aren't on our side.
Do you think Helena has another sniper rifle?
I really hope not. I'm hoping Art got rid of the other one. Because I don't hang out near windows, my lab's underground, but
Helena, could I give you Donnie's address?
yeah. I think we could help her find it for that. Yeah, we could there are things in the lab that we could probably potentially use.
Are you a good genetic identical?
Yeah, I do what I can. I think, that's a good way to use science. If you're going to be, Delphine is the eugenicist, and they like to further the human race, so she could probably deal with Donnie.
Yeah, he definitely does not deserve to move forward in the human race.
No. Sorry, Donnie. You kind of suck.
You are the weakest link.
You are the weakest link. Anyways, I'm like, I need some more apple juice.
I must say, I really hope that Leaky is not blowing smoke up your ass.
So do I. I'm kind of over this cough thing and the blood thing, and I'm just over it.
How many scarves have you ruined? With the blood
They all
and
look
the
the
coffee.
same, so I lose track.
Mm.
No, I'm just kidding. They all look different. But none. I have a very good detergent.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. And also there was that one, but then you fixed it. I don't know how, because you're magic.
Mm.
So yeah. So anyways, so Rachel wants to know about Cal. And that's concerning because he has Kira, and Kira is supposed to be safe with him, or at least that was the idea.
Nobody has heard from Cal in 8 years.
Yeah.
We assume. And
It's
he was
been a
never
while.
mixed up with Dyad, but somehow he knows about them.
Yeah.
Sarah, I recommend that your next boyfriend go through a police check, courtesy of
Detective Bell and Detective DeAngelis. I feel like, well, maybe Angie wouldn't be so helpful on it, but you can win her
off
over.
my back?
Yeah. So
I'm just waiting for her to show up at rehab.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, just with characters that came back. Bobby's back.
Bobby is back.
Bobby.
I mean, I don't know Bobby personally, but I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Colin, not so much.
I'm still not a huge fan. I mean, like, props for putting that scene in, because it's a great scene. And it's something that needs to be, like, all relationships should be shown on television. So good job. I just don't like Colin as a character, because he's sketchy.
He gets off on death.
He's kind of a weird dude. But hey, if it makes you all happy, I guess that's okay.
Guys,
they looked pretty into it.
I think I'm going through withdrawals. Either that or the heat in rehab sucks.
Are you saying you're cold?
Yes.
Oh. There's a blanket over there.
No.
Okay. I thought cold.
I think it's just DTs.
Anyways,
your monitor is quite nice.
My monitor is nice, unlike yours.
At least she sits there and holds your hand while you get shots.
She does. She looks after me.
Johnny's terrified of needles.
Yep. Pretty sure Delphine's the only good monitor to have around. Thanks,
I would have said
Delphine.
Paul before this trip. Before Taiwan.
Before Taiwan. What happened in Taiwan? Is this going to be like our Budapest? Do we need to know? But I don't think I want to know as much.
Also, Rachel, what was with the whole... No.
I'm concerned, because I don't really know. I don't know if Paul was into that or not, and if he's into it, it's okay, but if he's not into it, it's not okay. And I don't know. He looked
I didn't watch.
I'm concerned.
I don't watch things like that.
Grow up, Allie. You have children. Deal with it. I mean, not biological children, obviously, but...
Cosima?
You're gonna have to give the talk one day. You better get prepared.
That's what schools are for.
Have you been to a public school?
Have you?
Yeah. Trust me. Not gonna happen. They will learn more from the internet, and it will be wrong.
I didn't say things like sex ever. I said things like that. That is a totally different thing than sex.
That is nasty. Oh, the nasty. I see. All right, the nasty. Anyways, we're going to move away from talking about that because clearly it's making you irritated.
No, what's making me irritated is not being able to drink.
You have apple juice. Just pretend. It looks the same.
I'm trying to pretend it isn't working.
We'll get grape juice next time. Then it kind of tastes the same. But not, mouth puckery.
I really don't like you.
You need to chill.
What's next on our list? Things to talk about.
We could talk about Helena eats the most disgusting things in the entire universe.
Oh my god, Helena.
Some of those things are okay individually, but not together.
I have a full cupboard full of crackers, so what else do you think I have at my house? Come to my house, I'll feed you.
Something normal.
Yes.
Dry ramen noodles are better with water, and they're not dry then. Sardines and mustard should never go together, and
no.
Ew, why sardines? There are better tasting fish.
That is like fish fingers and custard. It is a combination that shouldn't exist.
Yeah. Except fish fingers and custard might actually be good, as opposed to this. Pickles and eggs, delicious, not together.
No.
Powdered donuts, I think we can agree that most people like those because they're actually really delicious. But I'm really concerned about how you shoved it in your face.
I don't think she finished them.
I think she finished most of them. You look pretty happy to me. One or two. But I'm just
because I'm in rehab doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be in the episode.
I think there's going to be a lot of you and Vic next week, which will be interesting because I'm really excited to see this. Because you know what?
But I'm
so proud of you. You were actually honest with someone, which is what rehab teaches you, and you told them we were clones. And I'm not too happy about that because the first rule of Clone Club is
don't talk about Clone Club.
Exactly. Thank you. So you broke our rule.
Sarah broke it first.
Doesn't mean you get to do it.
She brought a cop into it.
A cop started Clone Club.
That cop was Beth. This cop is Arthur. It's different.
Art? We can trust Art. Art's a good guy.
Can we? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Beth did say that.
Yes, she did.
And he was her partner.
But I think that seriously, you need to calm down a little.
Get me out of here and I will.
Okay, well, you know,
guys.
How? Rehab though, guys. But yeah, it really needed. I feel like maybe we needed that moment of like I don't say happy, but like the little bit of levity that, ironically, Allison brings to the show in rehab. I feel like we could have used that a little bit, especially towards the end of that episode.
Yes. Plus, it's me. Who doesn't want more me?
Everybody wants more Allison. Allison's great.
We could have chopped out a bit of Leaky. Nobody likes Leaky.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Leaks either. and then thrown in some Allie.
Yeah.
Everybody loves some Allie.
I don't know, the whole Leaky thing, like, he seems to genuinely want to help Cosima, but also I just don't trust his motives. Like, I don't know if he wants to help.
Are getting all the data he lost back.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to help Cosima to help Cosima. I think he just wants to make sure his experiment succeeds.
Cosima were data points.
I don't like when you say that.
Why?
Because it's true and it's a little bit unnerving.
You're the one who said we're property.
Yeah, that's because I found a patent in my DNA.
That's even more unnerving.
Yeah, well, science. Kind of my thing.
Speaking of patents, your friend.
Yeah, Scott! He's cute. He's alright. I like him.
I'm looking for a new person.
No. He's too young for you. He's kind of nerdy. He's a great guy, but also he lives in a different country, and I feel like that might be a problem.
It might be perfect. We've all seen that me and close quarter relationships do not mix.
Well, you and Donnie don't mix. Might just be him. You've dated him since high school. Give it some time. Fine. It's all good. Get out of rehab, divorce him, take the kids.
Peachy.
Problem solved.
I just have to
survive
the next week or two.
You know what we'll do?
What?
Donnie will try and pass you off as, like, a crazy addict. I'm just saying that's what he's going to do. So why don't we get all of Clone Club together, and we'll make Donnie act like he's crazy by seeing us everywhere.
Ooh, I like that.
In different outfits. And then we'll compare who's more crazy. Ooh. You can be with your kids nice and calm in public, and we'll have Donnie spazzing out, running up and down the streets, yelling.
I like that.
Let's do that. Okay. He deserves it. Such a lovely present for him. It'd be like a big birthday present for Donnie. Here you go. Happy birthday.
A big steaming pile of... Oh. You get the picture.
You get the picture. I think you all do. Oh, there seem to be two people watching us. Hello.
Very nice to see
you. Yeah, come talk to us.
Cosima is checking our messages really quick to see if
I am, because I told people they wanted to come hang out, let me know. So I'm going to check, because now I see people are here. And we could, like, make that happen. It'd be really sweet to talk to.
Company.
It's fine.
It's a little boring talking to yourself after a while.
Listen, we're not actually the same person.
Yes, well, when I look in the mirror, all I need is a good set of dreads.
Listen.
And some dorky glasses.
My glasses are awesome. And if I had some bangs and a little headband, I could be you, and no one would know the difference.
Your glasses scream 90s hipster.
My glasses are awesome. I don't care if they scream 90s hipsters. They're so cool. Also, they're only half rims, so they're not really that hipster. They look like yours. Deal with it.
I don't like it when you get smug.
Oh, I'm cool. It's good. Whatever.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. So, okay, wow. Too much happened in this episode, and now I can't even think of it. Just, like, what happened? So...
I do like that you tried to cover Delphine's butt.
Yeah, you know, like I said, she's cool. I like her. She's pretty.
Yes.
And she's French.
Felix told me about the lesbians. I know exactly how much you like them.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like Delphine. I'm not afraid to say it. She's awesome. Awesome, I say.
Very French.
Very French. Très français. That's not actually a good translation. That was a terrible translation. We'll pretend I didn't say that. It's like the wrong. Just
well,
wrong.
You are from Minnesota.
Are we going to get into the whole roof debate? I don't have time
Do
for
you
that.
want to?
No, I don't have to. We have a limited amount of time.
Mm.
Although apparently that's the thing that you would say roof, and I would say rough.
You do say.
Do you say foyer?
Foyer.
Oh. Is that a thing?
Yes, that is the correct pronunciation.
What do you call donut holes?
Timbits.
Yeah. They're pretty funny looking. No, they look the same, actually. I like Timmy's, though. It's good. It's cheap. Yeah, Timmy's.
It's much better than Starbucks. It's much better than Starbucks.
All right, we're not going to get into the American-Canadian debate, because that could go on for days. Days, I say.
Ugh.
Just really
I'd kill for a good Chardonnay.
Just pretend, close your eyes, pretend you're in a vineyard in France and you're drinking non-alcoholic. Oh, they make non-alcoholic wine, same taste, no alcohol. That'd be
What's
okay,
the
right?
point?
Listen, trying to solve your problems. Anyways, yeah. So, we talked about Kara, we talked about Cal, we talked about Felix. We did not talk about the whole gun thing.
Oh, this is unacceptable.
Unacceptable, Paul. We're going to send Helena after you real soon if you don't tone this down. Come on. Seriously.
Sarah vouched for you.
Felix let you stay at his place and sleep in his bed. And this is
that
how
bed.
you pay him? I mean, that is not the most sanitary place. But again.
You were in that bed.
Yeah, we were like last.
Yes, which means it was also the dirtiest.
We threw another sheet on top. It's fine. We're not talking about this right now, Ellie. I'm not discussing this with you.
Anyway, when you were with Sarah and she vouched for you, we helped you.
Yeah.
Felix helped you.
Yeah, Paul.
Felix is a good guy.
And you're Dick. You're big Dick.
You're big Dick Paul.
And not in the good way. In the way that's your attitude, and you suck. Okay? You need to sort out your priorities. And I didn't mean to sound like Hermione, but I did.
Before you get us killed, or worse, expelled.
Actually, he could get us kicked out of Dyad, which would be worse than dying. Would it? Yeah. Because Dyad has the cure. So,
well, wouldn't that be equally as bad as dying?
Yeah, but at least if you tried the cure and it didn't work, then you tried, as opposed to not being able to try.
I suppose that is a thing.
Yeah. So,
you know what? The apple juice is working.
See, I told you, apple juice. It's an acceptable substitute. We have the pretty glasses. We have the apple juice. It kind of looks like I don't know, a darker.
I must say, at least you dropped by to say hi.
See, I'm awesome. Okay, I rescued you from rehab in the evening. Shh. Okay, clearly this is not your room. It's fine. We're out. It's good. We're chilling. We're talking.
Sarah never comes to see me.
In her defense, she's trying to save her daughter. She's a little busy, on the run. People trying to kill people. Trying to save people. Trying to save people or trying to ruin my life. People are trying to ruin everyone's lives. We're all trying to deal with it. Also, by the way, I'm really sorry about this, but like, break a leg, it's not literal. You know that, right? It just means. But good luck is kind of not a good thing to say.
Yes, you never say that to actors.
Yeah, so I didn't mean for you to actually fall off the stage. And if you could not take me so literally, that'd be great.
I was itchy.
I know. And then you had your little helpers, and I don't think they helped. Anyways, but
Well, I don't normally have little helpers.
I know.
Normally, I just have.
But I'm glad you're doing better in rehab. Yeah, I'm gonna keep coming back to rehab.
I don't want to have to go back to rehab.
That's okay. You're hanging out with me. We're gonna stop talking.
I want to see.
I do. I'm excited for that. I'm so excited. It's like the thing I'm most excited for next week.
He might be holding a grudge about the pepper spray and the.
He looked very calm, cool, and collected. I think that he's moved past it.
I know, but that was just a clip. There might be earlier. He might. I did.
They do try and frame the clips a certain way, but
I wasn't very nice to him. There was the pepper spray, and
in all fairness, he wasn't very nice to Sarah either.
Him into the van.
Yeah, he wasn't very nice to Sarah, though.
I know. But
he deserved it. Is what I'm saying.
I just don't want him to, be like he was with Sarah, with me.
I think he'll be okay. Like I said, I think he's a changed man. He seems to have been there longer than you.
At least there are nurses.
I'm very proud of the fact that I called this. I knew that they would be there.
Yes, you called it. We all know you're a little bit psychic. But not as psychic as Kira.
Not as psychic as Kira, who is... Okay, someone's coming? That was crazy. How did you know? Well, I mean, I guess you could have heard the car drive up. Mm-hmm. And that's a totally reasonable explanation. But it's kind of weird that Cal didn't hear it and didn't notice until you said anything.
I must say, she is quite resourceful.
She is.
I quite like the dinner's burning.
Did you have an "Are you my mummy" moment? Because I had an "Are you my mummy" moment.
I did.
And I'm wondering, are these who wrote this episode? And are you a big fan of Doctor Who? Because I feel like the gas mask was an odd choice. Why would you have that in an RV anyways?
Why would you? Unless it really is that bad when you burn that spaghetti. In which case, Cal, I switched to something other than spaghetti.
Cal did seem oddly prepared for being in an RV. There were some things in his cabinet that I feel like maybe you don't need for camping.
There was a gun.
Yeah, and also that was not your name on the registry or the driver's license.
Although we did know as of last week that RV was not in his name.
That's true, but I kind of assumed that it was like not in his. Like, I figured it was somebody else's name completely, not like, oh, I have a false identity, which actually kind of makes him and Sarah more perfect for each other because they like to impersonate people, but then it makes me wonder who's the real Cal. So far, Kira seems safe with him, but are you just keeping her safe until someone shows up to, like, take her away forever?
Oh,
that's not cool.
Considering he nearly killed Daniel, I'm going to say he's not on Dyad's side. If he is on anybody's side, I think it's Mrs. S. And I'm not talking about those weird bird watchers. I'm talking about actually Mrs. S.
No, wait, can we discuss that there was a picture of possibly Rachel's father still alive and it said Swan Man on the back, and they're the bird watchers, so what if the reason that they know about this is that secretly they've actually been watching these people the whole time? Like, what if that's what bird watcher actually means?
Oh, that they've been watching the Duncans.
Yes!
Who aren't actually...
Oh, well, at least one of the Duncans is not dead. But what if Susan Duncan also not dead? That would be crazy.
Her name is Susan?
Susan. I think so. Susan Nathan Duncan? That sounds right. I'll get Delphine to check it. But I like the theory that, like, Lita is people's last names. So it's like Leaky and then someone and Duncan and then someone else. Did you see this?
Yes.
Because I said it was kind of the four fathers, and we know that, like, six people died in the explosion, but really it was only at least 5 because Ethan made it out okay. Somehow.
The Duncans just keep popping up like daisies.
Yes. I don't believe that the original genome is gone. I'm pretty sure that Leaky is lying. Or that if Leaky is telling the truth, I think someone lied to him.
I think Maggie Chen might have it.
Ooh, interesting. Well,
there was a lot of stuff in that story.
There was a lot of stuff,
you guys.
But I just think
a lot.
Even in that day and age, I think it would have been really, really stupid to keep all of your materials on something this groundbreaking in one spot. I can't believe there wouldn't be other copies that were saved somewhere else.
I'm not saying that, she had the actual genome, like that little DNA bit, but
I'm
like
saying that the research,
copy.
that's what I'm saying. There have to be paper copies somewhere. You don't just, you don't keep all of this in one spot, because if you ever need to recreate it, because something like this happens, you have to be aware that this is groundbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it doesn't work, it's still your starting stage. Why do you keep everything in one spot and let it get blown up? Not let it, but
maybe let it.
Maybe let it. Who knows?
We don't know who started the fire.
That's true. Maybe Dyad did it to themselves. Maybe the scientists were opposing this whole testing thing. Maybe the Duncans said, no, we don't want you to test our daughter, and they blew them up.
Our whole lives have turned out to be a giant conspiracy. Why not the fire that started it all?
True enough. Everything is a lie.
You're not paranoid when they're actually out to get you.
Yes.
I may have been hanging out with one of the guys in rehab too much. He's a little, what's the word? Crazy? That's the word. He's a little crazy.
Is he just, he thinks people are after him?
No, he thinks people are aliens.
Oh, thinks people are aliens. Okay, well, I mean, there's no proof of aliens, but I think it is kind of crazy to think that maybe we are alone in this whole universe.
Although he did say that
maybe we're aliens. Surprise!
We look like humans.
So?
Aren't aliens supposed to look, I don't know, different?
Theoretically, but who knows? Maybe we adapted.
If anyone's an alien, it's Kira, because she's a little psychic, guys.
With her little hair, and her little, barrettes, and her little drawings. The cutest psychic I've ever seen. Adorable.
She is adorable.
She's the cutest. And I would argue, possibly the smartest person on this show. She makes some pretty good life choices. As opposed to all of us have made questionable life choices in the past season and a half.
And I've got to say, her danger meter is quite good.
Her danger meter is really good.
She wasn't, we shouldn't have suspected Mrs. S when she said that something was wrong, because it turns out Mrs. S was actually, saving their bums.
Yes.
But she was, there was something hinky going on in the house. It just wasn't Mrs. S. It was the bird watchers.
All of these are true.
All of these are true things. Yeah. I'd like to see Carlton again.
I would too, but I'm still curious about how Mrs. S knows Paul. And it could be something as simple as, Sarah knows has told her who Paul is, and she recognizes him or whatever. But what if you were saying, what if it's something bigger? What if they're working together somehow?
And I have to say, I was a tiny bit drunk, you guys, when I was at Mrs. S's, but I do seem to remember Sarah explaining the whole debacle to Mrs. S, and I'm pretty sure that Paul's name might have come up.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking that Sarah whipped out a picture and was this is what Paul looks like. Although on the other hand,
Sarah has a picture of Paul that Mrs. S would want to see.
Did you just imply what you think? Okay. All right, we're not touching that.
We're
not touching that.
Nobody's touching that except for Sarah. Maybe Rachel.
Rachel's kind of touching it. A lot.
Rachel, you dirty, dirty clone.
And again, I don't know whether to be haha, kinky sex, or oh my god, no, why? I don't know. It was not.
It's just because you weren't sure if Paul was into it or not.
Yeah. I'd like some, confirmation on that. Because that's a little weird. That's a little squicky.
I'm pretty sure that if he'd wanted to, he could have had her on the ground. Not like that. You dirty
soul. With his army training.
Yes.
Well, you're not wrong. I think you're quite right on that respect. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Not my favorite couple.
I think that the biggest twist would be if Paul was related to Mrs. S somehow.
Mrs. S secretly has a real life son? But that'd be terrible because he wouldn't have grown up with them.
She could, because Sarah didn't come to her until Sarah was about 9. So, assuming Hall's a few years older, I don't know. She didn't tell me how old he was. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have asked either. He was like 10 or 11. He could have gone to live with his dad, who maybe they had a falling out, or, she went into the black. Maybe the father didn't approve of that and ended up, there. But
can we discuss why this is something that's been bothering me? If Sarah's an orphan,
yes.
How did she get the last name Manning?
Carlton probably gave it to her. Or they asked her what she wanted her last name to be. Weird. Well, there are, some books and things where people get to choose their own names when they're orphans.
That's true. It just seems...
I'm not sure if that happens in real life.
Yeah. But I guess it seems like Sarah has kind of adopted Helena now, so I guess we have to call her Helena Manning. Spoiler alert, by the way. Twin feelings.
No, I think I'll still call her Shakira, or the crazy one.
You're still gonna call her Shakira, or the crazy one. Solid.
Right. Meathead's not bad.
No?
I gotta say.
Meathead's not bad. I think it's a term of endearment. I'm pretty okay with it. Cute. It's cute.
And especially also the way she's like, don't call me that.
Don't call me that.
Helena, welcome to the joys of having siblings.
They never do what you want them to. Nope.
Not that I have personal experience, but I do have 2 children. So I get it secondhand.
And I may or may not have experience with that because we have no idea.
Why do we have no idea?
I don't know. Maybe. Far away.
Are we discriminating against Americans?
I hope not. I'm cute. I'm adorable.
Where's Rachel from?
Well, London? Well, okay. Her tapes say Cambridge, and I think there was one that also said Birmingham. So I would go with that area of England. But she has a very posh accent, so
indeed.
I'm assuming a good private school somewhere that Leaky sent her to.
Especially after her parents died and Leaky became her guardian, he seems to move all over the world with Dyad.
Private school. Private school. Dyad has outreaches everywhere. No, she could have stayed in London or wherever.
Oh, people seem to always send.
That's for punishment. That's where kids go for punishment. You were a terrible child. I'm sending you off to Switzerland.
Punishment. They have
chocolate
and mountains.
Yep.
And skiing
and cool watches.
Indeed.
So I mean, that's all right.
I don't see a problem with that at all.
I'm really itchy. I hope it wasn't that shot, because that's not okay.
Well, they're going to be checking your arm tomorrow, right?
Yep.
So I guess we'll find out then whether your arm will fall off or not.
Don't fall off. Don't grow extra limbs. Although, that could be useful. I can do science twice as fast. One. I'm not a lizard. But the extra limb...
that Kira might be a lizard.
I thought you might have lizard DNA. Different thing. But if I had an extra limb, if I had an extra arm, I could science, faster.
Or you could science with 2 hands and hold Delphine with the other.
Cute and creepy. Shocking. I'm just picturing this. It's weird. I want fan art of that. Cosima with an extra arm, wrapped around Delphine, and the other 2 are, sciencing. Someone make that happen.
Delphine sciencing beside her.
Yeah. Just hey, buddy, what up? Hey, buddy, what up? Yeah, that's about where her shoulders would be. Oh, she is taller. Maybe it would be up here. Hello. Because I'm
little bubbly beakers in front of you.
Bubbly beakers.
Because they're more fun to draw than,
They are.
Slides.
My little laptop typing. Maybe a little DNA. Ooh, microscope. Good times.
DNA.
Our couch.
Your couch.
In our lab, we have a couch.
Oh, right.
The chill zone. It's good times.
I wonder what Rachel's face was when she read that requisition form.
I think Leaky filled it for us. So,
but she probably saw it. We need a couch for the chill zone.
Well, she got a whole apartment, so I think we can get one couch. And
you know
she'd like it's
she
minimalist.
Probably freeze.
So. Probably. I'm okay with it.
So am I.
Fine.
I don't think Rachel is welcome in the Clone Club.
Nope. I think I would take Helena over Rachel. Like, pretty quickly, I would take Helena over Rachel.
Sarah, I know you have a plan, and it involves the Swan Man. That maybe you'll use Rachel's feelings against her. But why not? And this is just a thought. Why not call up Rachel when you see her and Paul, and you're with Helena, and tell her to look at the kitchen and then have Helena shoot something in the kitchen and then say, I just stopped her from shooting you in the head. I'd like my brother back now.
That would be pretty good incentive. Let's
right?
be real.
And if you don't, I'll let her aim the gun where she wanted to, which was the middle of your forehead. I know you've seen Katya and all the other clones, so I know you know exactly where that is.
Yep. I was not feeling the Rachel love at all today. I did feel a little bit bad for her seeing Daniel because they had like some weird kind of thing.
I'll tell you who I felt bad for. Little Rachel. Because little Rachel was not a sociopath.
And also I feel bad for Gracie because her family is full of psychopaths and sociopaths. And
I'm getting rid of Gracie. I'm going to get rid of my dead weight soon. Tawny. Bye-bye. Which means I'll have a little extra room in my house.
Aww.
If you promise not to strangle me and my children in our city, you're more than welcome to join us.
Yeah, you can hang out in the craft room and, like, art therapy through
we might hide
life,
the scissors
I guess.
for a little bit, but
you know, you guys
we could scrapbook.
You could sort it out. Scrapbook. Because she'd have so many good memories at this point. I feel bad for Gracie. That's really creepy. Your parents are messed up.
That doesn't give
really
you the right to strangle Helena, but smother.
Smother.
She was smothered.
Yeah. But first of all, trying to find out what Helena did, and then also telling her that she would have to carry the baby if she doesn't find Helena to carry the baby.
What's her name? I was so
the
gross.
Mom?
Yes, I was so grossed out by the pulling of the stitches that I totally forgot her name. I mean, I remember the actress's name. The actress is Kristen Booth.
I don't remember her. I don't know Gracie's mom.
I don't think they mentioned it this episode, which is why we can't remember. Anyway, Kristen Booth, if you want to see her in something that's a little less creepy, Google a show called MVP. It was on Canada. It was about
hockey
players and hockey wives. It was really good. Didn't last very long, unfortunately. But I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
I'm trying to find out.
I watched it.
Yeah. They said they were going to Cold River, and I'm trying to figure out if that's like a town or a place or what.
Mm-hmm.
She called it the Place of Screams. And I think
maybe it's where one of the churches was.
Maybe. I'm trying to look this up. And because I think there's a place like between like north of Toronto that's a Cold River or something river. And so I don't know if they're like headed there or what. There's like a
Well, we will find out in 7 short days.
Yes.
Of course, 7 days seems really long.
Yeah.
In between episodes.
And there's a good chance I'm going to be in like a full cosplay because I might be going to party at an anime convention, so that could be fun. I'll be like rushing back to get here in time. It's all good. Yeah,
we'll figure something out. We can always just Skype.
But it's more fun to be here with you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But then we can then we can be Sarah and Cosima talking when she's.
That'd be cool. We'll have to learn how to do like the picture-in-picture thing.
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Will involve some Googling, but we have 7 days.
That's fine. It's all good. We can make that happen. Anyways, yeah. So overall, good episode. Found out some things. Still unanswered questions, which, you know, I'm glad for because we still have 5 more episodes. Yeah. So lots of time to talk about it. And some questionable characters. Paul.
There better be a good reason why Allison is sentenced.
Yeah. Maybe Allison-centric next week?
Yes.
Possible. I mean, today was pretty Rachel heavy, so.
I mean, we hope, because if they're in rehab and they're going to the trouble of bringing in the deck.
Yeah.
And, you know, there is a history there, and it's not a very good one, but there is one. And if they're working on furthering that relationship, hopefully we get more than, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not to say that I wouldn't be happy with 5 minutes.
But you want all your screen time because you're the best actress?
I am the best actress. Oh my gosh, did you guys see Sarah a few weeks ago trying to be Cosima?
Yeah.
Method acting. She did not.
Are you talking about your play in method acting?
No. My play was
wonderful until I fell off. So for like 2 minutes then.
No, that was like the middle of the
play.
Yes.
I don't know, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Cosima!
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to science and save my life.
At least I can rely on Felix to support me.
Yeah, he taped it. That's how I was seeing it.
That's because you can't be bothered to leave the lab.
Again, science, trying to save my life. I'm sorry.
A few hours won't kill you.
You never know. Anyways.
Well, who got morbid there?
Well, I think, you know, I'm aware of my own mortality and I'm trying to deal with it. By science. By, you know, actually working towards finding a cure and doing whatever I can.
Making crazy science with your girlfriend?
We do other things too. We do real science, okay? It's not all parties and games. It's sometimes parties and games. But there's real science too.
Do you think Delphine really would have shot Scott's family?
No, I don't think she has a gun. If she
had
a gun,
just wanted to get him off Skype.
I'm pretty sure.
And then he was like, "That's fine, Scott. It's never fine to shoot your family, unless your family's name is Donnie, and then it might be okay."
If you're, well, yeah, Donnie can be shot. I'm okay with it.
And if I'm in rehab, I have a really good alibi.
Yep. Oh, but hopefully we'll find out what Donnie put in or took out of your drawer last week.
Yes, I'm really hoping it wasn't drugs.
I'm really hoping it wasn't drugs, or like a listening device, or a video camera, or something creepy.
Well, if it is one of those creepy things, as long as I find it before the nurses do.
Yep.
And if it is the drugs, again, as long as I find it before the nurses do, I can flush it.
Yep, exactly.
And if it's wine, I'll drink it really fast and then get rid of it.
And what are you going to do when they come around and you have to tinkle? You better dump it, whatever it is. If it's something you can dump, you should dump it. And if it's not something you can dump, you should stomp on it and then throw it out. If it's like some kind of listening device or watching device or whatever.
I miss my wine, Cosima.
You're going to be okay, but you can't drink any more wine.
Not even...
Nope.
But...
Nope.
What am I supposed to do without my wine?
Well, Art, you have an entire craft room, Allison. Use it.
Oh. For a second, I thought you meant art. Art.
No! No! No.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're sorry. Come on.
Well, we were talking about, you know.
Yeah. Poor Art got handcuffed with his own handcuffs, which was like the worst thing to happen to a cop.
Oh, you know what? We were saying, wouldn't it be fun if they were sparring? And it was like, no.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
really
it wasn't a
disappointed
joke.
it wasn't the sparring.
I was hoping they were, like, training her or something, or, like, working together. And they were like, let's make sure you're okay. Let's make sure you can fight someone if you have to. Haha, hilarious. We're going to fight with art. So funny. Not funny.
Not funny.
Not.
Also not very nice, Helena. We do not handcuff our friends.
No. Okay.
Especially not with their own hands.
When Felix called her sister, and she called him, like,
Little sister.
oh, so cute. Kill me. Adorable. I should
Does
say kill me.
he just call her that,
I
like,
think-
little as, like, an endearment? Or is he, I mean...
No, he's younger than
yes,
Sarah.
she's... Okay.
But she's newest to the family, so I guess she could be called little sister.
Yes, that makes sense.
And
Because
she
I was going to say
acts
it doesn't
like
make sense since Felix is the younger
Yeah.
sibling.
I would go with that.
And it's been, friendly.
Yes. But also, she could be the younger twin.
Mm-hmm. Also, the only person allowed to hold a gun on Felix is me.
Okay. But then you're going to get slapped by
So,
Sarah again.
Paul, I can take Sarah.
Ooh.
Sarah is not as tough as she thinks she is.
Pretty tough.
Well, I'm pretty tough too. Don't laugh at me.
I'm laughing.
I'll take you.
I'm laughing. Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You are completely serious.
I am.
And you don't find it funny, though.
No.
What were we talking about?
I'm not sure. I'm trying not to laugh.
Well, we already covered the...
I think we talked about most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And most of it that wasn't in it.
Yep. I'm still really itchy, leaky. What did you put in my arm? Seriously. I think it's spreading.
I think it's psychosomatic.
Big words for Gisina.
Kinesiology majors.
Are we sure this was apple juice?
I'll never tell.
I'm really concerned. Anyways, well, getting a little late. Maybe we should.
Don't take me back to rehab.
But I have science.
Can you just leave me here? Tell them I ran away.
Okay, but I have an early morning, so I have to go. It's okay because I'm cute, right?
Cute. I suppose.
Yeah.
Although your face is kind of ugly.
Right then. Okay, so, Clone Club, it's good hanging out with you. I did check a couple times for messages, but if I missed any, I'm really sorry. But I hope that you enjoyed yourselves.
Yes. Oh, just because we noticed this on a video from a few weeks ago, if when we say leave us a message during the show, you think we mean on the YouTube video itself, we can't actually see them until after.
Yeah, there's a way to set it up, but again, I'm trying to learn. Still learning.
Yes, so if you happen to send us a message there and we didn't reply,
sorry.
We will. For future reference, when we say send us a message during the show, we mean Twitter, or if you don't have Twitter, Tumblr. We do check those. We try to.
I'm checking them right now.
We keep notifications coming on our phones, so we see them, even when we're talking to you guys.
But anyways, so we're going to sign off for the night because I actually do, in real life, have to work for 8.5 hours tomorrow, which is terrible because it's the weekend I shouldn't be working. And it's the long weekend, but you do what you got to do. So, anyways, we're signing off. Have a good one.
We will try and come back with a few short videos.
Yes. Stay away from ladies with big hair and sniper rifles.
Abandoned buildings.
Abandoned buildings.
Abandoned motorcycles.
Yeah. Big windows.
Ladies with short blonde bobs.
Yeah. And
anybody who looks like Vic the Dick.
Yeah, stay away. Also Paul.
Paul.
He's rude.
And if you see somebody who looks like Felix, give them a hug.
Yeah.
You've had a very stressful week.
Yep. And if you see someone who looks like any of us, give us a hug, because we've had a rough week, too.
Yes.
Mine was the best, but it was still kind of not a great week.
At least you have somebody who actually, cares about you.
Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, we will see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.